Hey, everybody who's here. I'm just give it a couple more minutes for people to show up, then we'll get started. I'm going to share my screen now. Welcome to this free webinar on the Empowering Health program that the Burroughs Clinic will be holding come September. So I hope this is very informative for you. It's a passion I have for my business. It's a passion I have in my life to empower people to take care of their health, take over their health, take their health away from the traditional medical system. This is being recorded, by the way, so we'll go through some slides. Then at the end, we'll do a Q&A through the Q&A box here. And hopefully we'll have a good time. Okay, let's go ahead and share the screen now. It's a little after 10. And I'm going to get started here. Okay, all right. So to all those who have joined, welcome. My name is Nick. I am the founder of the Burroughs Clinic. It is a mobile physical therapy and health clinic with online programs such as the one you're about to learn about. The, the, the name of my course is Empowering Health, and it pretty much does just that. Based on years of research, based on years of applying these principles to my life. So what is the Empowering Health course? Let's go over that, but let's first start with scenario. Scenario number one, okay, and these are based on my experiences in the healthcare system. I am a practicing physical therapist. I'm on the front lines of working with people that have health problems. So these are fictional, but it's kind of based on things that I've seen in my practice. So here's scenario number one. Mike Smith is a 56-year-old male. He has been diagnosed with chronic joint pain, including back pain, and with type 2 diabetes recently. He has a high stress desk job and barely gets outside to walk. He takes about 11 medications a day, including recently put on a low dose opioid, in this case oxycodone, to help manage his pain. His medications cost him about 140 bucks a month with insurance, and that can vary from individual to individual as well too. He has been seeing 4 different doctors, including pain management doctor and an endocrinologist now for his type 2 diabetes, and he's typically going to doctors about every 3 months. Unfortunately, he can only afford a mid-level insurance plan at his work, and so the insurance has him at a $2,000 deductible, which means he has to fork out a lot of money each year initially to see his healthcare practitioners. He's so busy at his work that he barely spends time at home cooking his meals, so he eats out a lot every week. And there's other things going on with him that I did not mention for time's sake. Okay, so this is scenario number two. Tim Hawkins is a 68-year-old male and is just retired from his consulting agency. He has moved to the beach with his family and has been very active in his life for the past 20 years, enjoying hikes in nature and playing golf, also exercising 3 times a week, staying pretty active. He just qualified for Medicare, but probably won't be using it for a while. He hasn't been to see a doctor in 4 years. He takes Tylenol once in a while, occasionally for some mild knee pain. However, usually when he exercises, pain goes away. He spends a lot of time at home with his family, cooks from scratch. He also goes to local farmers markets to purchase his food. He's very active in the community and a very happy individual. So those are 2 scenarios that you can picture yourself being in. They happen often. They're obviously fictional, but I'd assume that most people on this webinar want to be in the second scenario where Tim was, a very healthy, active individual. He's not stuck in the medical system, not going to doctors. He's just not on a lot of medication. So the Empowering Health course, what it is a 8-week all-immersive online course consisting of 8 live lectures with integration exercises to apply what you've learned. You'll have plenty of handouts on the teachings in the course. You'll have a lot of good instruction on why this is important, why these concepts are important to apply to your life. The course launches in September of this year for the first season, and they will be held, the live lectures will be held every Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. through the Zoom platform. However, if you can't make that live lecture, you will have unlimited access to the replays of the lecture. And you'll have a lot of video module instruction on some of the concepts you'll be learning, and you'll have unlimited access to those to watch and learn from those. So it is a course that will help you mitigate and rid yourself of disease, immobility, and weakness. So let me say that again. It's a course where you can learn what you can do in your life to become a more healthier individual, to reduce your chance of disease, immobility, and weakness, and quote unquote, getting stuck in the traditional medical system, like I see all the time with my current patients and clients. So why should somebody sign up for this course? Okay, that's the big why. My job is to convince you that this course will help you, and it will. So if you are in the Empowering Health course and you learn everything and you apply all the principles and strategies that you learn, you will have less pain, which means your cost of pain medication such as Tylenol, NSAIDs such as ibuprofen, or even other pharmaceutical medication will be less. Plus, less pain, less medication, less side effects of the medication. Tylenol is actually toxic for your liver. You don't want to take a lot of that on a regular basis. You'll have other problems. This course will also help to optimize your body weight. If you're overweight, you will lose weight. You will decrease the risk of metabolic disease such as type 2 diabetes and all the stressors that that disease puts on your organs. You will learn how to move your body better. You will become more active. You'll be able to be active and healthier into your later years. You will be kind of like Tim Hawkins was in the previous example, able to get out and play golf and exercise 3 times a week and enjoy family outdoor time. After this course, you will have decreased incidence of diseases. Okay. Now, there's a caveat to that. Obviously, everything they teach, it's not 100% foolproof. If anybody promises you that, they're lying to you. Okay. I just know that the teachings that I will teach you, you will have less chronic disease in your life. Okay. Now, other diseases I can't speak for. There are so many random diseases out there that I'm not sure if, put it this way, healthy people sometimes get sick, but in a general aspect, they typically don't get sick. So the course and all the teachings will significantly reduce the risk of diseases affecting your body. Why Empowering Health? Also, you will have more energy and clarity to enjoy family and community time, especially into your later years. You will have less absence from work or other commitments. I rarely ever get sick. Rarely ever get sick anymore. And I attribute it to the stuff that I do in my life, my teachings. So I can't remember the last time I had to miss work because I was sick. So I believe that the things that you will learn in this course will improve your physiology, improve your immune system, and less likely you will become sick after changing your body. You will have better mood, motivation, and outlook on life because you'll be healthier. Healthy people are happy. Simple as that. Sick people aren't. I see that every day in my practice. People struggle to get around their house. They don't have a good mood. They're not motivated because they feel like crap all the time. And their outlook on life is not good. They're just wondering if they're going to survive to the next day. With this course, you will have a better mood. You will become more motivated in life. You'll be able to enjoy life better. And last but not least, less doctor's visits. This is my favorite part. You will empower yourself to take control of your health, and you're less likely to need to go to the doctor, which will reduce your financial burden in the long run. Or any other thing, you could actually decrease your risk of surgery and all the things that come with that if you learn and implement the strategies you will learn in the Empowering Health course. Okay, let's talk about the curriculum. Now, what is in this course? Why is this course so magical? I'm going to do my best to explain it. Okay, Empowering Health. Here's the course. Here's the curriculum. Week one, we're going to talk about your mindset, how to fix your mindset to one of a growth mindset and a positive mindset. I see in my practice that health problems become people's personalities. That's my observation. I don't have any scientific data on that, but I see it all the time. People that get sick become their disease. And if that's the case, you will never, ever leave it behind, because disease is reversible, at least some of them. Most of them are, I would say. So, week one, you learn about mindset. Week two, you're going to learn how movement is medicine for your body. I like to use the word movement because it sounds more medical. It's pretty much exercise. How exercise and moving your body properly is a medicine, it's probably one of the most powerful medicines you can take with barely any side effects. Learning how to move your body is medicine for your body. Week three, you're going to learn how to become more physically capable. We are bipedal human beings. We function in this world. We have to be able to do things in this world to live a healthy life. You will learn movement patterns and other things that will teach you to become, enable you to become more physically capable in life, become stronger, more flexible, all those different things, which carries over to a more happy life. This week three will pretty much keep you out of the bed from becoming bedbound. Week four, we'll actually start talking nutrition and the problem with bad eating habits, especially in the Western world. Our food system is broken. Our food system gets people sick. That's quite apparent. We look different, at least in the United States, than we did 40 years ago. That's a general observation. People are heavier, people are sicker, people have more inflammatory conditions. Week four, we'll dive into the nutritional aspect of having a healthy body. Week five, we will talk about balance. It is a neglected physical attribute. This is something I teach a lot of. Having a good structure, a good upright structure that has optimal balance is very important, especially as you enter into your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Falls, I'm actually holding an article right here on falls and people 65 years or older. People on this webinar probably know somebody that's had a fall. You could fall and scratch your elbow. You could fall and suffer a subdural hematoma by hitting your head. You could fall and you can break your hip. It happens all the time. Me being a physical therapist on the front lines of the healthcare system, I see it all the time and it's pretty scary. So my job is to teach people to quit neglecting their balance and hone it in and become the best balance you can be in order to prevent those things from occurring later on in life. If you go to any gym, if you go to any exercise facility, people really aren't training their balance. They ignore their balance. And I'm here to kind of change that paradigm. So that week in this course is designed to teach you how to become a better balanced individual physically, upright. Week six, we're going to talk about regular daily practices that you can do during your day and throughout the week to help create health in your body, such as sun exposure, things like that. And I'll teach you different strategies and how to implement those. And you'll notice over time that you're going to start feeling better. Week seven is entitled Leveling Out, which is basically stress management. There's some things that I do in my life to control stress. I do have a high stress job. I have a lot going on. If I didn't do these techniques on a weekly basis, I'd probably be a basket case. But in week seven, you're going to learn the importance of keeping your stress levels leveled out, neither too parasympathetic, which is down and out, or too sympathetic, which is always jacked up. I will teach you ways that you can recognize when you need to practice these techniques in order to keep your stress levels managed. And then week eight is going to be a review. We're going to put everything together that you've learned. We're going to make sure that you have developed lifelong habits you can keep going with through weeks and months and years at a time. Obviously, with any of the stuff that I teach, it doesn't happen overnight. This has got to be something that you practice on a daily basis for months and years to really notice a difference. And I'll show you an example of that coming up. So here's a preview of the course. These slides, upcoming slides, are actually taken from the course that I have. So week 1, which is the mindset is everything, where we talk about integrity, which is mentored through mindfulness and maintained through actions of accountability. You're going to learn how to show up for yourself. You're going to learn how to convert your time by investing it thoughtfully into activities and actions which will be used to leverage your success in the course. This is empowering you. You have to learn how to do things for yourself. So that week, we will speak on different aspects of your character you need to hone in. Week 2, solution to most ailments across the board. If you look at any of the scientific literature on disease, could be neurological, could be musculoskeletal, could be cardiovascular, could be integumentary, could be psychologically. What helps all of those? It's exercise, it's being active. So you learn a therapeutic movement program is necessary to allow your body to efficiently move in a real world environment. It will also condition your physiology to function optimally. It will strengthen your bones, your muscles, your vessels, your brain, everything. So it is the ultimate medicine that helps both prevent and treat disease. Week 3 is becoming more physically capable. You're going to learn foundational human movements. Humans are designed to interact with their environment in certain ways. When we start to lose those abilities, certain functional activities become more difficult and the quality of life can decrease. Can't tell you how many times I go to people's homes, they can't get out of bed. They can hardly stand up from their couch and walk to their kitchen. They can't get on the floor, or if they do get on the floor, they can't get off the floor. So during this week, you will learn how to move your body properly and set up that practice to stay strong, to stay physically capable, and even improve your physical capability. Because if you lose these abilities, the ability sets in. Try laying in your bed for a week at a time, not getting up. You're going to feel like crap. You're going to have a lot of pain. You could get pneumonia. You could have some blood clots. So we don't want that to happen to you. And believe it or not, it happens to a lot of people. And the goal of this course is to make sure it doesn't happen to you or anybody that signs up for this course. Think about the difficulty people have retrieving something from underneath a table, especially as they get older. This will teach you how to get on the floor and crawl, things like that. Because maintaining these abilities will lead to a healthier life. Week 4 is the nutrition aspect of the course. You're going to learn how to optimize your weight, such as reducing or completely eliminating white wheat flour products from your diet, most grain and processed foods from your diet. You're going to learn the dangers of industrial foods and why you should avoid those. You're going to learn to eat when you're hungry. Don't starve yourself, but it's okay to skip meals if you're not hungry. There's all sorts of different things you're going to learn about that you can do on a daily basis to make sure your weight is optimal. I'm not about, developing a incredible physical structure with, big triceps and massive biceps or nice shaped gluteus or nice six-pack abs. I'm not about that. If that happens, great. But it's more about health, okay? It's more about health and getting to a weight that is good for you, healthy for you. And then week 5, components of balance. You're going to learn all about balance. Like I said earlier, I'm a huge, big fan of balance and how important it is in your life. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but falls in the elderly is the third leading cause of death. Well, the falls and the subsequent other comorbidities that occur after the fall. So balance, you're going to learn all about balance and why it's important to improve. Week 6, daily activities you can do to create health. One of those is reducing your toxic load. This is just an example from that week. You're going to learn things in your environment that cause you toxicity, such as excessive pharmaceutical exposure, extreme digital exposure, toxic social media posts, cable news, troubled relationships. You learn techniques to recognize these things and reduce those. Those things will affect your health. Week 7, the stress management lecture. You're going to learn how to level out, learn about stress and how it affects your body in good and bad ways. You're going to learn about the health consequences of uncontrolled stress. It's very true. They are there. You're going to learn techniques to help maintain normal stress levels, and recognize when you are too sympathetic or too jacked up, and also recognize when you're too parasympathetic or too low all the time. And you're going to learn the power of mind-body medicine. I believe that having a strong mind means having a strong body, and you can also throw a strong spirit in there as well. So you're going to learn the power of connecting those two. Belief, the biology of belief. That is a key aspect in being healthy. Week 8, putting it all together. It's going to be reviewal. It's going to talk about the importance of continuing your now fully developed therapeutic movement practice. You're going to review your lifestyle nutritional concepts and how to navigate health issues, like what you should do if you got this or this or this. And I'm not anti-traditional medical system. If I get in a car wreck and break my femur or fracture my lumbar spine vertebrae, I'm going to the doctor and I'm going to get a surgery to fix it. And that's probably where it stops. But anyway, that's another topic. But yeah, you'll learn some things on how to navigate health issues. And then this week, the week 8 lecture is going to be instilling lifelong behavioral changes through daily practices. Bonus. Okay, if you sign up for the Empowering Health course, you will receive bonus materials, such as a 1-year free membership to the Movement with Nick program, which is a 3 times a week online natural movement fitness program. Basically, you log into Zoom, you follow along with me with your movement practice, and over time you develop your own movement practice. So that is going to be a $720 value, including in the Empowering Health course. And my goal is to teach how to move your body properly with that one-on-one instruction. And you also have a lifetime access to a complete Burroughs Clinic video library, including all the rehabilitation exercises that I have in the library. I'm also going to set up a private forum, probably through Facebook, where we can communicate with each other and you can ask me questions. Let's say you tweak your ankle and I can send you some exercises to help mitigate that problem or solve that problem or rehab that problem. So yeah, you also have access to a private forum. These are lifetime. I'm also going to be adding another lecture on the course I have not put up yet in this webinar, but it's going to be the week 9. It's going to be an additional bonus lecture. It's going to be specifically on meal plans and nutritional coaching. Okay, we're wrapping this webinar up here. I just want to kind of give you a personal story. Stories sell, stories work. And I need to tell you about my life. These pictures are of all of me. Circa 2009, 2010, I was early 30s. I was unhealthy. I looked like crap. I felt like crap. I was overweight, had a lot of bad habits, ate terrible, didn't exercise. And I had like a revelation years ago that I needed to do something, and changed my life drastically. Done a lot of research into everything that I teach, read tons of books, read tons of articles, things like that. And now there I am right there on the right. It's like I'm a different person, and I'm 12 years older in this picture than I was in the previous pictures. So you can do this. I did it. It's possible. It's awesome. You will feel better. You will live a long, healthy life, and you don't have to worry about going to doctors all the time and being sick and going to your little medicine cabinet every morning and taking 30 pills, blah, blah, blah. I can go on and on, the stuff I see. So this is my passion in life. This is my calling. So I'm going to ask you if you're interested, if this is something that you want to discuss and you're serious about making change in your life, you can book your free enrollment call with me today at www.theburroughsclinic.com. On this landing page, there is a icon to book your free enrollment call. And on the call, we'll talk about your goals and to see if the course is a proper and right fit for you. And between now and August 1st, I'm offering 20% off, and we can discuss it on the free enrollment call. So that is one of the added benefits of being an early subscriber, I guess you can say, to the course. Okay, well, I think that concludes. We're going to move into the Q&A session. Let me see if I can minimize this. Yeah, okay. So let's do some Q&A here. If anybody has any questions, just type them into the Q&A section of the Zoom webinar, and hopefully I can answer them. I'll do a live answer. We'll just keep this open for 5 minutes. I think we got one question here. Yeah, okay, anonymous attendee. What do you think about vitamin and supplements versus whole foods? That is an incredible question. Now, we will discuss that in the course. And honestly, my thoughts on that have changed over the years. I used to be the dude that took the vitamin D, the fish oil, the multivitamin, the magnesium. But with my research and reading, I'm not a big fan of vitamin supplements. There's two reasons why. Okay, one, if you have a complete whole food, nutritious diet that you eat, you don't necessarily need that stuff. Now, that being said, if you go to a functional medicine doctor and you have a diagnosed deficiency of iron or whatever it is, targeted vitamin supplementation is warranted. But just as a prophylactic every day, I don't believe in it. And that might upset some people, but in my life, I've cut everything out. I don't take anything anymore. I quit taking fish oil, felt better. Quit taking vitamin D, felt better. For me, it was a trial and error. But with that being said, if you take your vitamin supplements every day and it makes you feel good, more power to you. I don't think they're absolutely necessary unless you have a diagnosed deficiency through a functional medicine testing. All right, next question from Tim. What nutrition plan do you recommend? That is another great question. And I'm gonna have to say it depends. And that's something we'll talk in the course, because there are a lot of different diets out there, and I've done a bunch of them. Nutrition is very personal toward the individual. What works for carnivore might work for somebody, low carb might work for somebody, regular balanced meal plan will work for somebody, veganism might work for somebody. All those things I'm going to address in the bonus lecture, because it is a massive amount of information. And if I was somebody looking at new to trying to improve my health and getting better, if I was somebody looking at a nutrition plan, I'd be absolutely confused. There's so much out there. So I will give principles, and I will give recommendations, and I will give what has been shown to work in the literature, and then somebody's going to have to put it together themselves. But typically, if I was going to say nutrition plan to recommend, it's a whole food natural diet. Next question from Tim again. What about a good beginner exercise plan? That is, you will learn that in the movement for medicine section of the course. A good beginner exercise plan, if you've never done anything before, walking outside. Best thing you can do on probably 4 to 5 times a week, 20, 30 minutes with a simple range of motion plan, which is just moving your body, every joint on a daily basis. And then after that, you can move into body weight exercises such as lunges, squats, crawling, hanging, different climbing exercises. I'm not a big fan of heavy weightlifting for health, so I would not recommend heavy weights right now. But the beginner exercise plan, yeah, I'd say walking outside, range of motion exercises. After that, you can add in other things too. Okay, the next question. I sit for 6+ hours a day. What do you teach about sitting static for long periods of time, like mitigating poor posture? Yeah, that's one thing we'll talk about in the course. If you have a desk job, 6+ hours a day, yeah, you should be getting up every half hour and walking around and doing some simple range of motion stretching and posture awareness exercises. So for my current job, I do home health. I drive for hours, well, not hours, but half hour at a time, things like that. So I'm sitting a lot too. And I usually get up and walk around when I see patients and do some stretches. So 6 hours a day is a lot. I recommend getting up every often and not being so static. And if you have to sit, I would say, posture awareness strategies is best for that too. You don't want to sit slouched over all day long and develop any sort of musculoskeletal problems. Okay, so Tim also asks, what do you recommend for changing your mindset? Another great question. So I'm going to relate this to my personal experience. First of all, understanding that you have to change your mindset. That is the first strategy or acknowledgement you need to have. Realizing that the way you think now is not helping you, and you have to change it in order to get better, especially with health problems. You need to get out of that sick disease mentality in order to allow your body to heal and for you to become better. So the first recommendation I'll make is you have to acknowledge it. And then the second recommendations I'll make is twofold. Get books on it. Read books on changing mindset. I have a bunch up here. Biology of belief, all sorts of things. And I would say that a daily mantra, a morning routine where you get up and you do whatever you do before your day, and you include these mantras into your practice. It could be prayer, it could be meditation, it could just be thoughtful thinking, it could be reading. Where's one of these books? I have this book called The Warrior Within. You could be reading something in that helps you understand the importance of changing your mindset. I believe that's the hardest thing to do. It took a long time for me to actually get over it and recognize it and make changes. But what helps me every morning is I get up at this computer, I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm telling myself these different mantras that what helps you overcome or achieve your goal. All right, those are great questions, guys. I really appreciate that. Really good questions. So there's no more question. Oh, there's one more question. Here we go. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Is that better? Is my volume better? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop button, and that concludes today's webinar. Thank you so much for attending this. I will be holding these every Saturday until the course launches. If you're interested in attending another one, that'd be great. I'm probably going to change some things up each week to give a little more preview of the course. But go ahead and visit the website, www.theburroughsclinic.com, and book your free enrollment call, and we can chat on the phone. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me. I really appreciate that. Bye.